Copy 724, right. Center maintain 2000.
Center maintain 2074.
Comment 504 to center maintain 3000.
3000, comment 504.
In this video, we're going to be talking about the different accidents, incidents, and how do we report them, and what to report and when to report. The first thing is like when is immediate notification to the NTSB required. So just remember that if you are in a situation where the following things happen, you need to tell them, right? I'm just gonna point them out. So first one is the flight control system malfunction. If the control system is not working properly, you gotta tell that. You gotta report that. Okay, then the second one is the crew member unable to perform normal duties. Third one is the in-flight fire. Then we have aircraft collision in flight. Then we have property damage other than aircraft estimated to exceed $25,000. Then we have overdue aircraft. And again, this is believed to be an accident, like because it's been overdue on the inspection and everything, you gotta report that. Release of all or a portion of a propeller blade from an aircraft. Again, these are severe things which are happening, like maybe your blade of the propeller just fell off. And the last one is that complete loss of information. Basically, if there's a display on the cockpit and it's not displaying anymore, or at least 50% off, it is not displaying, you gotta report that. Okay, what is an incident? An aircraft incident basically means that occurrence other than an accident associated with the operation of the flight. So with that, we're gonna be defining what the accident is. Again, anything happened to the controls of the aircraft which is not considered accident is gonna be an incident. So the accident is that again it happens with the operation of the aircraft, which takes place between the time when the person actually starts flying, when actually boards the aircraft, and when he embarked it, and anything related to the happen to the aircraft operation. Maybe there's a substantial damage, and anything of that nature is going to be considered accident. And then what is a serious injury? And a lot of it is like self-explanatory, but they have defined everything. So basically, if something requires hospitalization for more than 48 hours, anything happened to you and you were in the hospital for more than 48 hours, within the 7 days of that injury, right? While flying, that would considered as a serious injury. It could also be the fracturing of any bone. It could be the hemorrhages, severe hemorrhages, nerve or muscle or tendon damage. That would considered as an injury. And any internal organ is bleeding or anything involved with it, that's gonna be it. And any burn, the second or the third degree burn affecting more than 5% of the body surface is gonna be considered injury. Okay. Then we have substantial damage. Substantial damage. So the substantial damage means that the damage or failure which adversely affect the structural strength, performance, or flight characteristics of the aircraft, and which would normally require major repair or replacement of the affected component. You can consider examples would be bent fairings or cowling, dented skin, small punctured holes in the skin, right? Again, it keeps going on, like damage to the landing gear, wheels, tires, flaps, engine accessories, and so on. Okay, will notification to the NTSB always necessary in any aircraft accident, even if there were no injuries. So, uh, if there is an accident, right? An aircraft accident can involve substantial damage uh, or the injuries, right? And the NTSB always requires a report if this is the case. So you should always notify if something falls into the category of category of accident. You should definitely, by rule, by law, you should actually notify them. What are accident or incident report? Where are they filed? So just remember that you can file them to the field office of the board nearest to the accident, right? There is a National Transportation Safety Board field offices. Uh, like you can actually Google those, and they are there in the major cities. So basically, the field offices of the NTSB. That's where you're gonna be filing that. And how soon you must report to the NTSB if something happens, like the in terms of timeline, right? So if something happened, you should report within 10 days of that. Again, if some accident happened, and the other scenario would be if there is an aircraft which is missing 7 days of overdue, you should actually file that. Okay, can the last one I wanted to cover is like can the FAA use report submitted to NASA for enforcement purposes? So again, it's the same thing. It's also called NASA. The same the NTSB. So anything file to the NASA, also known as the NTSB. If anything filed to it, is the FAA is gonna use like it's gonna enforce anything uh, depending on that report. So it will not use the report submitted to NTSB or NASA. Uh, it won't use it in any enforcement action except information concerning accidents or criminal offenses, right? So, but it would not enforce anything. Uh, yeah. So basically, it won't be enforcing anything. This is basically for the and you actually file it to provide basically uh, so that the organization can actually work on uh, like in parallel in order to avoid that or make rules about it. Yeah, those are the things I wanted to cover. Thanks for watching.